Hey guys, Aussie Camp Dad. Sun's a bit bright. We're going to talk about swags. So I've had a few over my time on Earth, and this is the one I've currently got. So most of the time we family trips and that, we're in the caravan, but when I go on fishing trips out towards Steep Point, other spots in WA, I like to run the swag just because it's easy. We've got a gazebo that we bring along as well, just for coverage and things like that, protection from the sun. But one of the things we don't have a lot of in WA, because we're quite arid, is rain. So I just wanted to test out the swag. It's never actually seen much rain at all, to be honest. So I'm just going to do a bit of a soak for it. And you should do this when you get a swag anyway. It just helps sort of soak the canvas and the stitching. Doesn't make them waterproof, it just makes them less susceptible to leakage, I guess. There is a canvas treatment spray you can get. I think BCF, Anaconda, all those joints sort of have it, which you can do. But if you don't have it, then just spray it with water, give it a few soaks throughout the day, let it dry. And then, but what I'm doing today is I just want to see. So I've set it up basically how I would. It's not pegged down, doesn't have the guy ropes out. It's basically set up how I think 90% of people would set it up. Just rocked up the site, camp, you're just smacking it out. I do run this one on a stretcher as well, but when it's on the ground, the mattress is a bit thin, not as comfortable, so I do have a blow-up mattress that once we're finished with this test, I'm going to put that in there and see how that goes as a substitute for the thin 50mm mattress and the little eggshell one that I've got as well. Yeah, we'll chuck the hose on it, and then we'll open it up and see how much water comes through. Alright, well that's pretty much, I don't know, everyone will have their opinion on whether that was too much or too heavy or whatever, but I guess it doesn't matter where you are in the country, it rains different, so that's a garden hose. It's not rain, it's just the best simulation I can do. Pop it open, so already it looks fairly dry there. Unzip there, unzip this one. Just be careful that doesn't run in there, but yeah, basically flick that over. Let's have a look inside. Alright, so I'm starting to, I don't know if you can see. You might be able to see it, just there. Just dripping in where that zip is. I'll say it's the same down the other end, but so far that's the only spot that it's come in at. If I had to guess, it's because of the way that these zip up, that actually holds the water. And because I'm lazy like a lot of people, I didn't have this pulled out. So if you did actually peg out your weather awning and the rain wasn't coming in sideways, it wouldn't be too bad. I took the bedding out because obviously I don't want that to get wet just in case it does, but alright, not too bad. So I'm just over 6 foot, 100 odd kilos, and I find this to be not too claustrophobic of a swag. I've been in some that are a lot smaller and you can't get comfortable. You feel like you're in a coffin. The other one with this is that only one side, so the canvas on both sides opens up, but only one side of the fly screen does. And it's this side. So you just got to be onto it with your orientation of your swag and stuff like that. So this is my head end, and that's the end you roll it up from. Yeah, we do have another larger swag, a double. It's more of a queen size swag. It's not the Big Daddy Deluxe, it's a Camp Tracks one. That is huge, bulky and heavy. Don't usually use it very often. Yeah. I'm not saying I recommend this swag, it was the right swag for me at the time with the research and all that sort of stuff that I'd done. They're not a very light swag either. But yeah, if you want to know more, I'm not going to give you the sales pitch. Jump online, Dune 4-wheel drive, single swag or King single swag. You'll get all the information off there. Yeah, I'll keep spraying it. If we find any more leaks, I'll show you. Giving it a bloody good soak. Obviously with the hose, it's not the same as rain, but we're going for worst case scenario here, I guess. I did end up pegging out the weather warning, whatever you want to call it, and I just did it in fisherman's knot, so that way I can adjust the length with a bit of prusik cord, so that'll help if I need to tie it down to the stretcher or peg it out a bit further. Yeah, basically when you tie it, you can almost, or pretty much double, is it double the length? Yeah. Let's open it up. I'll just put you down, we'll open her up and see if there's any more leaks. One of the first things I've noticed, as soon as I've opened it up on the fly screen, got water dripping down the fly screen. You can see it's coming through the stitching there. So we'll see what it's like inside. So that water's probably from the first hose where I didn't have the weather awning bits out. But this in the middle, that's new, and yeah, that's come, you sort of see it, it's come through the stitching at the top, which obviously that's where it's copping the most rain. And I'm starting to get a bit through these seams as well. So yeah, if you had consistent rain, not just light showers, chances are, if you haven't seasoned your swag, one of these dunes, you're gonna get wet. And then, like, I'm not saying dune's the best quality, even the best quality swags will sometimes leak, but that's why it's important to weather them in and go as far as the canvas coatings. And I think other people have seen they get like a surf wax and they just run that around all the stitching. I've got some surf wax, so I might end up doing that just to stop it coming in the top and then in the bottom of the seam as well. Because yeah, once your gear's wet, it's just a pain. No one wants wet gear, especially a wet bed. But for now, I'll just keep soaking it, dry it out, and then give it a wax coat a little bit later. What do you reckon, dog? You like the swag? I like it. Just another thing to note as well. So like if you're inside the swag, and you zipped yourself up for the night, what do you reckon your chances are of pulling this weather zip cover over? It's alright down the bottom. Even this one, like, it sticks up, which that's going to act like a gutter and just catch water. But yeah, so if I'm zipped up, what are my chances of pulling that over inside the swag? So again, like, worst case scenario, unless you've got a really nice mate that wants to tuck you in at night. I don't have any of them. You get a good soak, you're getting wet. So even with the best waterproof swag, you're better off setting it up under a gazebo or under your awning. So yeah, they can handle a bit of rain, but no torrential. Alright, keep soaking. While we're waiting for the swag to dry, we'll just have a look at the mattress that it comes with. So I've obviously bought that eggshell one, put it on top, because if we're looking at the mattress and they claim to be 50mm, apparently, maybe not. But to me, I'm looking at 40mm thickness. I've used it a couple of times, so potentially me laying on it has compressed it, but I wouldn't have thought it'd do that so much. But yeah, and that comes with this sort of recycled plastic cover, similar to your reusable grocery bags. What we're swapping over to is one that we already have from previous camping trips. Is just the Dune inflatable. So from memory, it's 50 or 70mm, something like that. All right, you've given it a few soaks. Still sort of leaking from the same spots when I give it that torrential soak. What I've gone and done is just sort of experimenting here. Instead of going out and buying the canvas treatment or grabbing some surf wax or anything like that and going around, I had a look in the shed to see what other like oil-based products that I had, or hydrocarbon-based products. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, but I just went to my car cleaning kit. I got the tyre shine there and the spray wax. So I've just sprayed one part of the swag with the tyre shine and another part with the spray wax. I'm going to give it a wash and see how it turns out. So this side, that's got the tyre shine, and then this top part, bottom part, and this side, that's the wax, and then this top side is again the tyre shine. So I only just put that on there. I'll let it soak in for a bit, give it a chance to dry out, and then give it a hose. So we'll see how it goes. I might have just wrecked my swag. We'll see. But at least you won't have to. Alright, not really on the best angle for the sun here, but this is the tyre shine side. I noticed it's like, it'll bead off. It's not soaking into the canvas as much. I'll go and try the, I did grab the peg bag and I've chucked Armor All on that one to see how that goes. And this is the side with the wash wax or the spray wax on. So it doesn't bead, kind of soaks in. I don't know if that's good. Yeah, I think the tyre shine's the winner, eh? So I'll let this dry out. I'll check the Armor All a bit later once that's dried a bit. But yeah, just the way that it's like that's soaked in. And then you come over here and that's beaded, so it's not penetrating as much. It's actually made the canvas a lot softer too. It's not as rigid. I'm not convinced that was a good idea. We'll see. So we're back experimenting. So I had a quick look online at like waterproofing treatments, and I don't know if anyone's tried this on a swag or canvas, but from what it says online, works on canvas, works on fabrics, all that sort of stuff. So what I've got is just silicone sealant and terps, so the swag doesn't stink like all hell. Got a bit of what do you call it, essential oil, lavender, and knock you out. Mixed it up in this one. Didn't really measure it as far as like how much silicone, and I just sort of mixed it up by eye. I think it's like 1 part silicone to like 4 parts terps. Could be wrong. Go have a look at the other videos, and then I'll just chuck it in a spray bottle, and I'll just spray the swag and let it dry, and then see how that goes. Yeah. Well, giving it spray, so in the like stitching areas across the top there as well, and then just down like here where those buckles join to the vinyl the bottom and underneath, that's where I've gone over it twice, but pretty much everywhere else is just a thin coat. Online it says to let it dry for 24 hours, so that's what we'll do. We'll just leave it out here. I'll flip it around. Yeah, then we'll get the hose on it and see how well it worked. It's mostly dry. A few little patches. You can see where I sort of dosed it real heavy up in these spots. So that'll probably still take a little bit of drying, but I reckon we'll give it a bit of a hose. You see where we dosed it nice and hard. That's like, it's not even getting into it. It's just where it's not as thick. It's not getting through. Yeah. These are the spots where you really want it to be water sealed. So like as that water drips down and it gets stuck there, that's where it'll like leak through, where the stitching is. So we really went ham with the spray in those areas. And here, like if it just sits in there too long, up here it sits there too long, it just soaks through. So all in all, I think it's all right. It's probably not the most ideal way to do it, but it's definitely a home DIY way to sort of waterproof the stitching of your swag. Yeah, let us know what you reckon in the comments. She's all packed away. Pillow, blanket, bit of a sheet cover, and then under that we've got the inflatable. Even without it inflated, it's far more comfier than what comes with it. am I going to call this DIY waterproofing a success? Probably not. It's come out real patchy. Like it's still, that's like the silicone. It may have sealed up in the stitching, in which case like it has worked, but for what the cost of the canvas weatherproofing spray is at BCF or Anaconda or whatever it is, it's not really worth stuffing around with the home remedies. My suggestion is just go buy it, soak your swag, treat it, and then yeah, buy the swag that suits you obviously and use it. That's the most important thing. You know, even the trips where it does piss down rain and you soak all your gear, you still remember them. You're not laughing about it at the time, but you do laugh about it eventually. Yeah, that's it from Aussie Camp Dad. I hope this video helped. Obviously, throw a comment down below if you thought I could have done it better or a different way. And yeah, thanks for watching. Another little hot tip, sorry. So when I get back and I've cleaned out all my camping gear and pack it away properly, especially my sleeping gear, bit of this lavender essential oil, so just a couple of drops on one side of the pillow, and when you jump in it next time you'll doze right off and all your gear doesn't stink. Yeah, hot tip.